Are you there? Like, am I on? Can you see me? I never know this thing starts. It just like freezes. It's the funniest thing because I actually hit go live and it says 3, 2, 1 and I freak out, guys. Kid you not. But I think I'm live. What's up, guys? I'm back in the kitchen and I decided to do something different. I said, okay, I gotta cook for myself because it's not always all about my kid, which happened to go vegetarian, and I've been sharing a lot of, different ideas. But I said, I still got to make her some veggies. And I know a lot of parents have issues with their kids when they can't get their veggies, to eat their veggies. Hey, Jeanette. Hi, Leticia. Say hello. Let me know you're on. Heart the video as many times as you want. Okay, so I'm gonna share the way I prepare my asparagus. And I have a nice batch here of fresh asparagus. We're going to be using nuts, toasted slivered almonds, and we're going to be using a little garlic with that as well. Also, if you're getting bored with your chicken, I'm preparing a little twist on my chicken. It's going to be a little Italian inspired. Hey, Lexi, what's up, girl? You're back. Sorry, I'm keeping you on Facebook today. I went live earlier, a few minutes after my workout. And as you can tell, I'm still in my workout clothes. I haven't really taken a shower. But it happens. You know what? I work from home. I get caught up doing things. So it's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare chicken breast. And I'm going to top it off with a recipe that I actually shared as a vegan style, I guess. Because I actually still have pesto. We're going to use a little pesto, green pesto. We're going to use tomato mozzarella. And we're going to top it over the chicken breast. So the chicken breast is going to be juicy, moist. It's not going to be that dry, chicken breast. I actually had to throw away from the fridge a container with a few slices of dry chicken breast, and that's where I got the inspiration. I said, you know what, I'm going to cook this chicken today, but I'm not going to cook it this dry way. I'm going to make it moist and flavorful, and I'm going to use what I have. Like, you guys, be very cautious of what you have in the fridge. Try to get creative. Thank you. Oh, you just got home. Okay. Yeah, I mean, a few of us get the luxury of working from home. Others don't. I used to work out of the house, but it's been 3 months that I'm home, and I'm actually loving that I get to, manage my own time. I'm my own boss, and I get to help people on the way because I'm, engaging with you guys here. Hola, Ada. Hi, Ada. Thanks for jumping on my live. I think this is the first time I see you here, girl. How are you? How's the little baby? You know who I'm talking about. And it's not Flip. So I'm going to be sharing, the way I prepare this. I actually have my boneless chicken breast here. So this is going to be a meal that I'm preparing for myself because my daughter, like I mentioned, went vegetarian. So she's going to actually get the vegan side of it, not the protein side, because she doesn't want to eat any meat. So that doesn't mean she doesn't eat eggs and cheese. She loves the cheese and she loves the eggs. So I said, let me just prepare this ahead of time. So let me just go and make sure, guys, that I can share this on my page because it's very important that my followers there, obviously I have to take a minute for that, can actually join in as well. So give me a minute. Hopefully this comes up. And I'm actually listening to music as I'm cooking. It just gets me all fired up. Just give me a second here. Let's just do this. The thing is, I can't put it too loud because Facebook will actually delete my video. It happened to me once where I shared a video where we were dancing, me and Kiki, and they actually deleted the video, which kind of sucks. So let's see if I can do this here. So what are you guys up to? You guys already home? I know Lexi's home already. Is it Lexi? Lexi. Yeah, Lexi, you're home already. Who else is on? Don't be shy. I got 3 viewers here. I think I had 5, but I guess people jumped off. Probably bad connection. In a group? No, in a page I manage. Yeah, that's where I want it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. let's share it in my other page. Bear with me, guys. I just like to make sure that everybody can have access to this. Alrighty. I don't know why I couldn't do this from my phone. Alrighty, guys, so I'm ready to go, ready to roll. So what we're gonna do first, we're going to actually get the asparagus going. Asparagus, I have a problem pronunciating that. It's a little tricky because if you overcook it, it can get a little like gummy. I don't know if you've ever eaten overcooked asparagus, but it's not pretty. Raise your hand if you've overcooked your asparagus. I'm guilty as charged. We're not gonna go that far. So the first thing we're gonna do is, I have here sliced almonds, and I'm going to turn on my stove because I'm gonna use a half a cup. Should I use a half a cup or a quarter cup of slivered almonds? And I'm gonna toast them slightly. So let me see if I can find my measuring cup, which I should have taken out before. I'll actually use a little less. I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup. Yes. So what the almonds are gonna do is they're gonna keep the crunchiness to the asparagus, and it's gonna be really, really good. So I just have a 1/4 cup measuring spoon here. And slivered almonds, it's just that. See, almonds all slivered up. You can buy them raw, you can buy them, you know, in the supermarket. Slivered almonds, and I just place them on the skillet here. Hopefully this doesn't melt. Okay, so I'm gonna let that toast a little bit. I put the heat medium high, not too high, and I'm gonna shake it ever so often, just for a few minutes. Hi, Ardell. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so as that starts to toast, we're going to be using also garlic cloves, and I like to buy mine already peeled because it takes a while to, you know, go and peel it from the head. I'm just old-fashioned like that. I like my stuff fresh. So I'm just gonna chop up a little bit of that because we're gonna use that as our base. Let me just show you what we have here on the stove. Hopefully I have this connected here. All right, so I didn't use a lot of the almonds, but I just wanted to show you what the camera flipped. I'm just gonna shake that up. It starts to toast up a little bit. And nuts are great to add to your salads, to add to your vegetables. All you got to do is, you know, toast it a little bit. I like to do that with sesame seeds. I've used pumpkin seeds. I've used, what else? Almonds, obviously, even walnuts. Okay, so I'm not going to use a lot. Hey, Tiffany. I was missing you already. Okay, so as that starts to get toasty, let me see if I can put this camera back up. I'm back. Okay, it's like we've been talking all day, right? One of these days, Tiffany's gonna come and join me in the kitchen. We already agreed to that. So I'm gonna start having guest appearances on my live show for people that wanna, you know, give me a hand in the kitchen, because I need an assistant actually. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is now, let me grab a little container here so I can start peeling. Hey, Emily. So I'm gonna start peeling my garlic cloves. Okay. Let's see if I can do that here. I'm just gonna peel the outer layer. It has and the tips are a little dried up, so I just like to cut it up. I'm gonna use like 3 garlic cloves, just not a lot. I don't want it to overpower. Okay, I need to bring this down because my what's that called? My smoke detector is really close to the kitchen, and if I forget that I have something on the stove, it starts to go off, and that's the last thing I want you guys to hear. My smoke detector. All right, so I'm toasting up the almonds here, the slivered almonds. It's obviously easier to toast the slivered ones because they're very slim. If you want to toast the ones that are whole, it'll take you a little longer. Obviously, you're not going to burn them, but I find that the slivered ones work really, really well. Okay, I'm just moving them around so they don't burn. You're a fruity person? Hi, Aurora. We just became Facebook friends. I didn't answer your message because I was prepping to come live here. You don't like asparagus? Well, this is why I'm sharing a recipe. Because most of the time, like I was saying, we overcook our asparagus, so it becomes like gummy. And just like broccoli, that's why a lot of us are traumatized for like our childhood not liking eating vegetables, because usually if it's overcooked, it's not pleasant. So what is ideal to do is actually steam your veggies, and just for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then flash, what do you call it? Flat, like put them in like ice water right after you take them out of the steam, so it can stop the process of cooking, and they'll stay crunchy. There we go. But we eat all food groups. It's not just fruit. We need to eat also veggies. So this is a great idea for your kids. All right, I think I'm going to take this off the stove. It's already a little toasty. So what I'm going to do now is chop up the garlic. I already peeled them a little bit. All right, so let me just move this to the side. I have a very small kitchen, guys, so I got to work with what I have. Let me move the chicken out of the way. And you always want to make sure you're using the appropriate, how do you call these? They're not chopping blocks, but like, you know, placemat. It's not a placemat. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm a great cook, but I just like to come here because it keeps me accountable. But I like to share. That I do like to do. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. Okay, awesome. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be chopping up the garlic and just, you know, small little pieces here. Yeah, the cutting board, exactly. So you don't want to cross-contaminate. This one actually comes color-coded. Thanks, Tiffany. You're going to use like the veggie ones for the veggies, and you know, your spices, and then like poultry has to be different one, fish has to be different one, beef has to be different. Like you have to be sure not to cross-contaminate and use the same cutting boards, because within the crevices you can, you know, bacteria can hide, and you know, that's the last thing we want to do, cross-contaminate our food. You can get food poisoning, and that's the last thing we want to do. So be very careful with that. You know, it's very inexpensive to get the color ones like the ones I have here. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna just put my garlic in my little bowl here. Hey Myra, what's up, girl? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Alrighty. Alright, so now I'm ready to cut my asparagus. So what I'm going to do is, oops, okay. So I'm going to cut off about this much of the stems, because these actually, they're going bad. So I'm just going to cut them. Alrighty. This goes off to the garbage. And then I'm going to wash my asparagus. Here we go. going to do is actually I'm going to pat dry them. So I want to make sure that when I place them on my skillet, it doesn't start to, like the oil doesn't start jumping at me because of the water. Hey, Tanichia. Say hello, guys. Don't be shy. I have about 8 people on, so I'm wondering who are the ghost followers. They're not saying hello. Don't be rude. Just say hello. Get to know each other here. Let's become friends. Let's see if I can dry this a little more. And then we'll be getting ready with our chicken. I actually have to hurry up because I have a meeting at church, so we're getting ready to actually prepare our special mass for the grand reopening of my church, which actually was burnt, not burnt down, but a good portion of the roof, you know, was burnt, and the choir area was burnt. It's almost going to be 2 years, so we're actually having a grand inauguration, and it's like a grand, you know, but it's like a brand new church. So we're actually getting together all the choirs and gonna be singing for that special I don't remember how they call it, consecration mass. I don't remember. But we're gonna have a really big party, a block party. Oh my goodness, Kanskila, I am so touched. So, oh my God, you just made my day. I hope I'm saying your name right. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you, girl. Thank you, Myra. Yes, it's been a long journey, a long wait, but we're on our way to just be in our new church and our new choir loft, and it's going to be amazing. But thank you, Kanskila. I hope I'm saying your name right. Please correct me if I'm not. Send me a private message and voice message me and let me know if I'm saying that right or not. But oh my God, you made my day. You see, those are the messages that really, that's my mission in life, to help someone make a difference. And I actually spoke about that on my live this afternoon when I finished my workout. You know, you just don't know who's watching. You just don't know who is receiving the message. And sometimes you don't want to share things. Like a lot of times I don't want to, like, oh, do I have to do this or do I have to do that? And I'm like, yeah, I do, because I have people waiting for me. You know, people looking up to me and waiting to see that I step up so they can step up. So that really touches my heart and warms my heart, and really, wow. Mwah. You did it, girl. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, girl. Keep going. You can do it. You just have to set your mind to it and your discipline. Awesome. So I hope that you're following my meals as well. All right, guys. So the asparagus is ready. And I'm going to retrieve the slivered almonds. So that way we can make room for our asparagus. So I can show you guys. I really wish I had a camera, an assistant here. Tiffany, you got to hurry up. We've got to make this happen so you can actually help me with the camera. Because like I said, my daughter's at college, so she comes home a little late. All right. All right. So like I said, guys, when you feed your kids, don't give them a lot of explanation. Just give it to them. Like my mother used to do. She would be like, here's dinner. Give your kids the asparagus or whatever veggie you decide to mix in with nuts and a little garlic and olive oil. Just give it to them and they'll eat it. If there's nothing else on the plate, they're gonna have to eat it. That's my tip for today. All right, so let's turn on the stove. So the first thing that goes into the skillet is olive oil. Olive oil is really great. I'm not using really high heat, so it's okay to use. Normally I would use coconut oil because it does better with high temperatures. So I'm just going to put a tablespoon of olive oil into my skillet. That's more than enough. Hope you guys can hear my music in the background. I got Taylor Swift running. Facebook doesn't like that. They'll actually bring me down if they know that. I guess I'll use this one. All right, so now I'll drop in my chopped garlic. Alrighty. And then, did I bring this up? Yeah. So I'm just gonna saute the garlic a little bit. And let me show you guys. Okay. Not gonna burn it, just be very careful not to burn the garlic. Yeah, I know. I'm actually not, since it's low, maybe they won't notice. But they don't like it when you guys, you know, when we post music, because there's copyrights involved and they don't want to get sued. So they actually did that to me once. I posted a video and only those that were on live were able to see it. And when I went to post it, because you have to post it afterwards, they actually took it down and told me that was a no-no. So I guess because it's low, because yesterday I had the same thing. I had music playing, but it was like salsa. So hopefully... yeah, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so as you can see, I'm sauteing my garlic. Okay. Make sure I don't actually burn it. And there goes the slivered almonds. And now I drop in my asparagus. And I just try to coat it. Make sure I don't, I'm using one hand here. I'm just trying to coat it. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to just top the almonds, but you know what? It'll be more crunchy. Oh well. It's the first time for everything. You guys know, I always use you as my guinea pigs. I do all of this live. I don't prep any of this ahead of time. I don't cook it first and then show you a live video. I just do it on the spot. Which I think is the best. Really, Vanessa? Okay, well, work with what you have, girl. It works well as well. You can cook. Let's be grateful. The hard part is when you can't cook. I have people message me and they tell me they don't have access to kitchens. And it's hard because it's best when you're able to cook your meals and you know exactly what you're putting into them. So actually, I'm going to sprinkle a little dash of Himalayan salt. A little bit. Just a little Himalayan salt. You actually just asked that question. It really doesn't need much because the garlic flavor, I'm actually going to turn this off because I don't want it to burn. But that's all you need. Just trying to pour this over the asparagus. And I hope Kiki likes this because I'm telling you, she's never tried this. She's had asparagus before, but she's never tried this particular recipe. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa de la Cruz. Thanks for joining. So I just let it sit there. I mean, as you can see, the garlic's starting to toast a little bit more. So maybe I should put it on this side so it can stop cooking because the heat will actually let it keep cooking. So I'm just gonna leave it open. I'm not gonna actually cover it. So that's that. All right, guys. Hope you took notes. Now we're gonna prepare the chicken. I actually have to prepare my chicken breast. Alrighty, awesome. Let me make sure this is a little bit. Sorry, guys. You guys like that recipe? Yes, you're gonna use slivered toasted almonds. You can use any type of other nuts if you like, but the slivered ones work really well. And then you're going to take fresh garlic. You can use the minced one too, and you're just gonna put a little tablespoon of olive oil and then saute your garlic, drop in your almonds, and then drop in your asparagus. And that's it. Oh gosh, it's not working for me. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me. This is live. Okay, awesome. Looks okay, guys? All right. I don't want to lose you guys. All right, so that's that. So now, like I said, don't cross-contaminate your utensils and your cutting boards. I'm going to take this away. And I have my grilled chicken, what am I saying? My chicken cutting board, my poultry cutting board. And then I have my chicken breast here. Awesome. So I'm just going to take one chicken breast and show you guys what I'm doing. Turn up a little bit here. So I'm not really going to season the chicken per se because I'm going to be using pesto. And I actually showed in a previous live video how to prepare the pesto. And if you don't have the video accessible, if you can't find it, you know, during the feed, you can actually just Google it. How do you prepare pesto? I believe it was just garlic, basil, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, and walnuts. And you just put it in a food processor and blend it all, and you get this nice pasty consistency. I actually still have from the time I made my caprese salad. Okay, and it's delicious. My daughter loved it. You guys were witness to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook the chicken breast for a few minutes, side to side. And then we're going to top it with the pesto, tomatoes, which I used these tomatoes. I'm not quite sure how you call these. They're not the heirloom. And they're not the cherry, obviously. But I like these better. They work really well. And then I'm going to top it with a little mozzarella. Love the cheese. And then it's going to melt over the chicken. And it's going to be delicious with a side of asparagus. So I'm going to plate it all, and you guys are going to see how beautiful that is. Awesome. So let's get the chicken going. Let me get a plate. So all I need is one chicken breast, and I'm going to slice it in half. I can open this. And actually, I'm going to season the rest because I'm not going to cook it all. Okay. And since the chicken comes in this package, it has this like slimy water in the base. I like to just rinse it really quick. And then just squeeze the juice of a lime to it. That's not part of the recipe, but it's just a habit I have of cleaning the meat. You can actually use vinegar, apple cider vinegar. It doesn't have to be lemon or lime. I like the limes, which is this one. Just gonna roll it up. Then I'm just going to take the juice and drench the chicken breast. Yes, I like to do it. I mean, it's just a habit. I always saw my mother doing that with all meats. It's kind of hard though to do that with ground meat. Can't do it with the ground turkey, but I do, you know, add, as I'm cooking, I'll add lemon to it, lime, or even a little vinegar to it. Awesome. Okay, so that's my chicken breast, and I'm letting it simmer in the lemon, and actually tenderizes it a little bit. And then I take it out and I put it on the cutting board. I'm just gonna slice it in half because if it's too thick, it's gonna take more time to cook, and I don't want to keep you guys here forever. Trying to make my videos a little less long. Actually, yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday? I remember the day that I actually shared. It was like 40 something minutes, and I'm like, that's too long. So I just gotta make sure I don't, you know, tire you guys. So I'm just gonna cut a little extra I had here, and then I'm just gonna open the breast. Gotta be careful so it can be even. Watch my hands here. Yeah, the reason I'm not using any salt right now, Maria, it's because I'm going to be using the pesto, and I don't want it to be overly seasoned because then it's going to be too much. The pesto has Parmesan cheese and it has garlic and it's very strong. So I don't want to overdo it. The only thing we're adding to it will be black pepper for purposes of this recipe. Awesome. Actually, that was a perfect, wow, I'm impressed. Yo no soy carnicera. I'm not a butcher. But I did a good job here. Awesome. So that's how slim I cut my chicken breast. I'm putting it back in this water, lemon water. That's not too bad. Awesome. So let me just rinse this and wash my hands. So that's the reason we don't use salt per se on the chicken for this recipe, because I don't want it to be too salty. And we have to watch our sodium intake, because if you retain water, it's because it's probably your sodium intake is really, really high. And we have to watch that. So that's one of the reasons I use the Himalayan salt. The Himalayan salt is much more healthier for you. It doesn't have anything artificial. It's not bleached like table salt is, which is very harmful for your health. So look it up, guys. Google it. I mean, you can find all this information on Google. Compare sea salt with Himalayan, which is actually this, you know, pretty good as well. I don't mind using sea salt as well. Alrighty. So let me show you where I'm gonna place my chicken. Get another bounty here. It's already 6 o'clock. I gotta hurry up. I have a tiny kitchen. That's a challenge for you, Tiffany. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, let me see if I can get a fork. Where's the one I wanted? Okay. So I'm gonna turn on my stove. Let it simmer a little bit. Just a drizzle of olive oil. A drizzle. Okay, not even like half a teaspoon, like a drizzle. And then I have black pepper. I wish I had the fresh cracked pepper. I don't. That's the best option. So we're gonna work with what we have. And I just placed the black pepper over the chicken. Kayla, what's up, girl? I didn't know you were on. Oh, you went. Oh, look at that. So you got to put your talent to work, Tiffany. Let's do it, girl. My kitchen is a challenge. So I'll just show you what I did with the pepper. So that's my chicken. Alrighty. So now we're just going to wait till I coat a little bit on this. And I'm just going to place the chicken. It's not even like really that hot. Alrighty. Awesome. And as that starts to cook, I'm going to prepare my tomato and my mozzarella, and I'm going to place it over it. But I first have to cook the chicken, at least a couple of minutes. Awesome. I got a mess here. All right, let me just rinse this so I can use it again. Alrighty, so now we're gonna chop up the tomatoes and the mozzarella. So like I said, I have these tomatoes. I'm not quite sure how you call them, but they work perfectly. They're nice and ripe. Hopefully they're not too green. This one looks a little green. Let's try another one. This one feels a little better. That was weird. You guys think this is green? This or this? Which one looks better? This one looks better, right? Plum tomatoes, perfect. Thank you, Myra. I blanked out there. This one looks green, but look how ripe it looks. This is weird. Maybe if I keep cutting it, it'll look better. I don't know. But I'm actually just gonna cut through this one. So I'm gonna cover my chicken, so I want to make sure that it starts to cook nice and evenly. The recipe says only a few minutes, so I usually overcook my chicken. I don't know about you. Who overcooks their chicken? Raise your hand. Bad habit. That's why it's so dry. Hi, Gems. How are you? Tiempo, mujer, que no te veía. ¿Dónde te metes? How long does this meal usually take? I don't know. It's my first time making it, guys. It's just a few steps. Let's be patient. Do I need another tomato? Let's keep cutting this one. I'm not sure if this is okay. It looks like it's, yeah, I don't think it's good for this recipe. I'm just gonna keep it there for my daughter. I know she likes the green ones. I'm not gonna throw it away. Don't throw food away, guys. So let's cut the other one. Hopefully it's good. It's gonna look like the other one. It's not as bad. This one's not as bad. But it's still not too ripe. Maybe that's just a tomato. Well, it's not that bad. I'm not gonna use it all anyway, so. Alrighty. I'm just gonna throw away the tips. I gotta hurry up. I gotta go to church. Alright, so the tomatoes are already sliced. And now I'm gonna slice the mozzarella. And the chicken, you can hear it. It's cooking. Where's my knife? Here it is. I need my fork. So I'm gonna flip it before it starts to stick. And make sure it doesn't burn. You can hear it sizzling. I don't want to burn it though. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit of water. Just a little bit. I'm going to show you guys. So there's my chicken. It's cooking. I actually flipped it over. There you go. Let me turn this on. Alrighty. So it says a few minutes each side. And since I cut the chicken slim, it's gonna cook a little faster. Actually, let me leave it on that side. So I just flipped it. Alrighty. Cook it a little more. Remind me, guys, not to That's my tomato, and let me slice up. Woo! Let's slice up the mozzarella, which I love mozzarella. This is actually one of the healthiest cheeses you can eat. If I can open this. Let's see if I can use my mouth. Oh God. It's because my hands are wet. Let's see. Alrighty. Got a grip of it. Alright, I'm gonna use a little plate here because I don't want to make sure. So put on a plate. And then I start. This is my mozzarella. I'm just going to cut thin layers of the mozzarella. And this is the fresh one. This is not your regular polio cheese. This is like fresh Italian. You can find this at any Italian deli. Pretty sure. I actually found this at my supermarket. It wasn't that bad. So I'm not going to cut it, the slices, too thick. I'm going to try to cut a little thinner. Just a little bit thinner. Because all I want is for the mozzarella to melt over the chicken. Make sure I don't burn that, or my fire detector goes off. Alright, I think this is good. So you can see how thin I cut the mozzarella slices. I think I'm just going to use 2, but I'm not sure. Let's see how I do with the chicken breast. Alrighty. And for Kiki, I'm just going to give her mozzarella with the tomato and the pesto, because she's not eating meat. So this could turn into a vegetarian meal as well. But on a side note, I have a little rice for her. She loves her rice. Alright guys, so let's check the chicken. Gotta have to hurry up because I'm keeping you guys long again. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Alrighty. Flip the chicken. And now I'm going to put on mozzarella over the chicken. Thin sliced mozzarella. A little pesto. And remember how I prepared the pesto? I actually had this already prepared from some time ago. Hey Bella. Hola Helda. ¿Cuánto tiempo muchacha? Alrighty. Awesome. And then I'm just going to put the slices of tomato over the chicken. And I'll show you guys exactly what we have. And I wish I had some basil leaves. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. So if you love it, share it. So let me show you guys. So you gotta charge your phone. Don't lose it. Don't lose the connection. So that's what it looks like, guys. So what I'm gonna do now, I gotta lower a little bit the stove fire. As you can see, after I cooked my chicken, the cheese starts to melt. So I'm gonna cover this, and I get to talk to you guys a little more. Just a few minutes, actually. I promise I won't keep you longer. Hi, Clarina. ¿Cómo tú estás, mi amor? I'll save this for Kiki, because Kiki's gonna have a caprese salad a little later. I'll prepare that for her. Let me put this on the side. Okay. And I'm gonna plate the asparagus, so you guys can start seeing how it's gonna look. It's gonna be pretty. And then I get to eat in front of you. That's not nice, right? So I had already cooked my asparagus, and if you missed this recipe, you gotta go back to the video and watch it again. So obviously I'm not gonna use it all. So about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 asparagus is 1 serving. And I'm gonna plate it. Hopefully you got 10 there. And I'm gonna put over my almonds, slivered almonds, and my garlic bits. That looks awesome. So I have enough asparagus for Kiki and another serving afterwards. So I have about 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 1 more extra, it doesn't matter. Alrighty. Make sure they're all on the same side. So I got my asparagus, and now soon I'm going to be plating my chicken. Let's see how it looks. I think it's done. Let's plate it. I wish I had basil leaves to make it pretty for you guys. But you know what? I'm not gonna eat both of the breasts, but I'm just gonna plate them both, so you guys can see how beautiful this looks. One serving is one chicken breast, and it's very, very moist and juicy. Ooh, the cheese. Alright, so let me show you. Voila! If you like what you see, heart the video as many times possible. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you, Clarina, and I love it that you're watching and that you're with me here. Helga, that's the point. I want to make you hungry so you can prepare this yourself. Take a picture, okay? And tag me on my wall. And make these recipes that are approved by your program. Remember your program that you started? This is approved. Okay? So one serving is a chicken breast, okay? And 10 asparagus. I actually just put them both on the plate so you can see. So now the moment of truth is to taste it. And I'm going to do that right now because I love to tease you guys, right? That's my job. So I'm going to cut a little bit of the chicken with the pesto and the tomato. I've never had this before, guys. I promise. I always say the same thing because it's the honest to goodness truth. I never test this before. I always do this live. So I have tomato, pesto, and Parmesan. Not a lot, but mozzarella. Wow. That's really good. And the asparagus, nice and crunchy. Can you guys hear that? It's not soggy. It's not rubbery. You're gonna love it. Ooh. And the taste of the almond and the garlic with the olive oil, nice and crunchy. This is a win-win. I don't want to eat it all because I need to take a picture of it so I can share it on my Instagram. But too bad Kiki's not having any meat because this is all for mommy. So this is my dinner and my lunch for tomorrow. So if you guys like what you see, heart the video, share it. And thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys staying on this video live with me all the way through. I know I take a little bit more time than I really want to. But if you like what you see, share it, heart it as much as you can. Facebook gives it more traction when you guys heart and like and you share. So if you want to share this on your wall, feel free. I really appreciate it. And if you're looking to join an accountability group, I have one starting really soon. Just have to message me, inbox me, let me know what your goals are, and we'll push each other to our goals. I actually have a goal. I'm going to a wedding in a month, and I have another 10 pounds to lose by then. And that's the best part, that we do things in increments, in small chunks. Yes, it's very juicy. It's not burned. It's very tasty. And I feel like I'm in Italy, actually. That's on my bucket list, guys, that I will be in Italy one day. I will take my daughter, and I'm proclaiming that now. I see the vision. So, guys, mwah, I love you from the moon and back. Thanks for staying on board here. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for, you know, just following my journey. I'm trying to just share what I do every day. And I just feel very, very touched when I get messages like yours, Tanskila, hope I'm pronouncing that right, that you've lost 21 pounds since you started, you know, following me, since we became friends. It was just in the middle of the summer when we became friends. And for you to tell me that, you know, you've lost 21 pounds just by making little changes from picking up the things I'm sharing. That's just incredible. So I feel very blessed to have you all in my life. Now it's time to eat because I gotta run to church. And thank you guys. I will be seeing you soon. Take care. Have a good night. Mwah. Love you. Bye. Heart it. Share it. Bye bye.